Hey, y'all! I have missed you today, and I know I didn't get to talk to you this morning. I woke up late and just had to fly to get to work, but I got my toes done today. I didn't get to last night, but I did today when I got off, and I had a good experience, and it was great. And I got tickled. I was sitting in the chair, and I got tickled, and she thought I was laughing because she's tickling my feet, and she goes, "Oh, honey, I'm so sorry." I said, "It's okay, honey. It's not you. It's just me." And she said, "Why you laughing? Why you laughing?" And I just told her, I said, "I just got the ugliest feet in the world. I got the ugliest toes. You can paint them. You can do anything to them. They still ugly, y'all. They are just bad ugly." And when I was a little girl, I used to cry and tell Daddy, I wanted pretty feet like my sisters, Judy and Linda, and I didn't get pretty feet. They got little size 6s, and I got size 9s, and ugly long toes. I mean, fingers on my feet. And Daddy would tell me, he'd say, "Let me see your little keats." And he wouldn't say my little feet, he'd say my little keats. And see, I was the baby. And I know I talk about my daddy a lot, but I was the baby, and I could get my way with my daddy. And I'd ask him for stuff, and he'd say, "Well, now don't tell your sisters, or don't tell your brother." And I'd say, "Daddy, your secret is safe with me." Now, he probably did the same thing with them, but the minute I got around them, I couldn't help it. I just had to tell them. And then I'd get in trouble for telling. But anyway, he used to say, "Put your little keats up here in my lap and let me rub them." And, I just feel so special. And I know that's so stupid and crazy. But I said, "Daddy, why did I get ugly feet?" And he'd say, "Well, baby, it could be in your face." And I'd just die laughing at him. But I was at this store not long ago, and I ended up on a bad section of town. And I think I've told you this before, but some of you I know hadn't heard it. So I want you to know. That's where these ugly feet came in handy that day. I was able to lead someone to the Lord because of these ugly feet. And I'm going to tell you how. I didn't have any gas, and I stopped at the service station. There's a guy standing out there, and he was watching everybody that was getting out. And he kind of looked scary. So when I went in and paid, that lady said, "You're not from here, are you?" I said, "No, ma'am." She said, "Well, watch him because he's trying to get in the car with women when they leave." And so I walked out, and I had on boots. It was in the winter. And he said, "I like your boots." Well, I just turned around and looked at him right in the face. I thought, "Buddy, if you get me, I'm going to see who you are." So I looked at him right in the face. I said, "Well, thank you." And I just kept walking. He said, "I bet them feet seem pretty in them boots." And I lost it. I just died laughing. I was like, "Really? If you only knew." And I said, "No, they ain't." And I said, "Did Jesus send you?" He said, "Huh?" I said, "Look, my dad passed away a couple years ago." And I said, actually it was in 2011. And I said, "Listen," I said, "I miss my daddy. It's close to Christmas time." And I said, "I just needed cheering up. And you just said something about my ugly feet. And my daddy always cheered me up." And I said, "I just thought Jesus might have sent you." And guess what he said? He said, "Who's Jesus?" Bingo! He didn't know him. And I thought, wow, how could he not know him? And so I began to tell him, I said, "Listen, when you're little or you're a teenager and you're about to do something that you know that you're not supposed to do, and you're just like, you got this feeling of this ain't right." I said, "That's Jesus." I said, "There's been times in your life, I'm sure there has been in mine, when you felt all alone and you felt like nobody cared, and somebody came and did something nice for you. And somebody said, 'Hey, I'm here for you.'" I said, "That's Jesus." He got it, y'all. And let me just tell you, that day, because of my ugly feet, and I just cracked up laughing, he listened to me, and he said he wanted to know him. And he came to know Jesus in that parking lot that day. That girl looked out the window and saw me and Antonio squalling. She didn't know what was going on, I'm sure. But I want to tell you something. It was a great day. And I'm glad I got ugly feet. But when she was trying to paint them today, y'all, she tried to put me some pretty polish and all this stuff. I was sitting there thinking, honey, ain't nothing going to help. Now, I got butter beans on my fingers, and I got ugly feet. So, y'all just keep on just bragging on my pictures. "You're so pretty. You're so pretty." I'm like, "Yeah, thank you." So now y'all can say, "But you got some ugly feet and some ugly fingers." And I was debating on whether or not I was going to let you see my feet. But I think I'm just going to go on and step out of my comfort zone. Now, my sisters are fixing to die, but I'm going to show y'all my feet. Y'all ready? Okay, here we go. Ta-da! They ain't no toes, they fingers, and they ugly. But it's okay because of my feet and because of that day, I was able to lead someone to the Lord. So you know what? God took that situation from me that I used to just be so scared about, and I wouldn't even wear shoes because I didn't want people to stare at my feet that would show my toes. But I don't even care anymore because now when I see them ugly feet, I think about leading that guy to the Lord. And if somebody comes up to me and says, Lord, bless your heart, girl, you got some ugly toes, then you know what? I'm going to tell them about Jesus. I hope y'all had a good day, and I hope you have one tomorrow. See y'all later.